Alright guys, it should be live. Should be good to go here. Chat. Welcome in, guys. Triple check everything works here. This stupid cord out of the way. This one hopefully out of the way too. Should be good though. Welcome in, guys. Alright, you're good to go. Let me pull up my chat here in a second. Sorry, I know I'm 5 minutes late, chat. I know I'm 5 minutes late. It took me 5 minutes longer to get ready than I thought it was going to, so I apologize. But we're here nonetheless. I don't know where these windshield smudges just came from. I swear they weren't there 10 minutes ago. But I'll have to pull over and clean those, obviously, before the chase. Let me go ahead and get chat pulled up here. Oh, it's a mess around here today. Anyway, welcome in, guys. Gonna go ahead and get chat pulled up here. Come on, tablet. Everything's moving in slow motion today for me. Alright, now we're good. Alright, welcome in, guys. Meet the Netherlands. Game will continue at 6 local PM. I mean, there's going to be a lot of rain in Kansas City. There shouldn't be severe weather. So, it depends on if they play through rain or not. What's up, Brian? Thanks for the 20 gifted. Big shout out to Jess B, Creamsicle Stardust, sent us in these snacks. We got some granola. Got some chopped beef sticks that I've been going to town on, and we got more granola in the box. But probably shouldn't have eaten that. I don't know where that's been. I spilled out of the box and it's wet. I don't know why it's wet. Anyway, the granola in the bag that I didn't spill is delicious. We got some pickle cashews. So thank you, Jess, for sending that stuff in. Even to stay hydrated. But welcome in, guys. We'll let some more people get in here. Then we'll start talking about the setup. Will I make a real car with spikes and flaps? Probably not. Probably not. Welcome in, everyone. Ryan, what's up? Thanks for being up for 11 months. But less eating, more talking. But welcome into the stream today, everybody. Hello from South Africa. Welcome in. Papa Rick with the $40 super chat. Just a little, you can afford a shirt with sleeves next time. Thank you for the super chat. Sometimes on these hot chase days, once I get down here into once I get down here into the sunshine, it's going to be like 80 over 76, so it's very humid. So I saved the sleeveless shirts for the days on where it's going to be uncomfortably warm and humid outside. But thank you for the $40 super chat, brother. Got this down in Miami on my vacation. Thank you to Lonnie for becoming a member. But welcome in, guys. Big day ahead today. I think we're talking about the potential for several tornadoes along the boundary, all the way from Liberal, Kansas, over to Wichita. And we're playing the further east of the two targets. May not be the right decision. We'll see. Thank you, Janet, for becoming a member. May not be the right decision. Thank you, Slow Baron, for the $20 super chat. Make a video showing off your storm vehicle. Maybe member-wise, but I do like to gatekeep a lot of this stuff. Just because to get this set up the way I did, I probably spent like $20,000 over the last 3 years on just equipment. So I typically don't give out any setup information for free. So just how it is. How's the knee feeling? The knee's feeling pretty good, Brittany. I had a nice leg day yesterday. So anytime I do leg day, my knee actually usually feels better the day after that. But welcome in, everybody. Line doesn't share the recipe. Yeah, not for free. Not for free anyway. But in terms of, I mean, some people know what I use. I mean, you guys know that this is the ATEM switcher up here that I control my stuff with. I mean, I don't purposely hide it, but I just also don't purposely share it. So, and obviously we have multiple front cameras. Yeah. Yeah, the other front camera might be dead. No, it's not. We have that. We have the wide angle here, and then we have the zoomed in, more mobile camera here. Obviously, we have front, back, left, right, multi-camera. Where's the multi-camera button? I need easier buttons. Multi-camera button. Half and half button is somewhere around here. There we go. Half and half button. So, did I get new wipers? No, I did not. I didn't have time today. Tomorrow's going to be an off day, though, so I'll have time to do it tomorrow. Tomorrow, Chad, I think I'm going to take an off day and start heading to North Dakota for this weekend. I think that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. Is take an off day, head to North Dakota. So I'll be actually able to have time to get new wipers, clean up the car, get some things done. I actually haven't tried the dill pickle cashews, but since everyone's here, I want to try the dill pickle cashews. I actually have not even tried them. So it's not. I like pickles and I like cashews, so I highly doubt that they're bad. If I can get them open. Come on. What the heck? There we go. Bro. I love when the tear here doesn't work. Yeah, we'll do a recap here. We'll talk about today's setup in a minute here. I want to get some more people in here so more people can see it. I can't get this freaking bag open. What's the point of a tear here line if the tear doesn't even work? I hate when they do that. Oh, it costs like 10 cents to make a... We'll try the other bag. It costs like 10 cents to make make a better sealed product that actually works when you try and open it. There's 2 bags of them, thankfully. So we'll give this bag a try. And granola everywhere. Boy, yeah. These freaking cashews. Let's see if this one opens. 0 for 2. Dude, they just tear in one tiny place and then they don't tear the rest of the way. Freaking, this is what it does. It opens 1/4 of the way and then you have to try and rip it open the rest of the way. There we go. But seriously, Planters, anyone from Planters, if you're watching this, your packaging sucks. Spend 10 more cents per bag and get a better system. Here we go. Planters, dill pickle cashew. Surprisingly good. That's surprisingly good. That is really good, chat. Why is my camera cut in half? What the heck? Wow. Every one that I eat, it gets like a little bit better. That's crazy. Wow. That's pretty good. But if you're just joining us, welcome in, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I tried the Mexican candy or not the spicy stuff. The Mexican candy is still at Freddy's house, so I will be able to pick up the Mexican candy that you guys sent in, and I'll be able to try those on stream this weekend, because I don't think I'm going back to Canada. So I should be able to grab those from Freddy's house tomorrow, because I think that's where I'm going to go tonight. So we should be able to taste test those tomorrow. Or not tomorrow, but on Saturday when we stream. You think the Netherlands, guys, Kansas City, it's going to rain. There's going to be non-severe thunderstorms. There's probably going to be some lightning. So I would assume if there's lightning, they probably won't play it. But 5 hours from now, it might already be moved out. I'm really not sure. So what vehicle am I riding in today? Good old RAV4, chat. My trusty RAV4. Same vehicle as always. Does my RAV have a name? I just call it the RAV. Keep it simple. There was never a great name that stuck out. Maybe we'll name the next vehicle we get. This lane's closed up here. My lane. Yeah, there's multiple targets today. Really, you can target the entire state of Kansas or really not the entire state, but like the southern half of the state along the Kansas-Oklahoma border, you could target anywhere in there. I'm heading down towards Wichita, and then I'm going to make a decision from there. Either go west or east once we get towards Wichita, or south, really. So, yeah, they become a member. Oh no. Does the ATZRRR look wild for southwest Kansas? That's a problem. I'm going for southeast Kansas. That could be a problem. It looks crazy for more Oklahoma than Kansas. Dang, man, that's really trended so much better over there than it looked earlier. That's unfortunate. Then again, it's diving south of the best environment. So maybe it won't do anything. Who knows? Best environment is going to be in southeastern Kansas. That's enough that's enough cashews for now. But those are good. Another satellite look out here. Still a lot of cloud cover over southeast Kansas, unfortunately. Really going to be a close call. Going to be a close call on if we clear out in time or if it ends up being a bust because we don't clear out in time. But if you're just joining us, welcome in everybody. Let's try and get up to 2,000 people in here, and then we'll start talking about our setup a little bit more. But at some point here, once I get further towards Wichita, I'll pull off the road and break it down for you guys. But I want to get down to Wichita. We're not running low on time, but I'd say we're on time right now, so I don't really want to pull over. I want to get south, and then if we have time when we get there, then I can pull over and really dive into the setup today. But yeah, I wonder how far north the best environment's going to get, because I think just south and east of Wichita, the environment today is insane. I mean, literally insane. Crazy photographs. We got 500 SRH, PDS tornado soundings. Just looks bonkers, but unsure on when or if we'll get a proper storm. Thank you, Dreamsicle, for the $20 super chat. So glad you love the snacks for all the cast, some personal favorites. Hope everything on the package drive safe set. Yes, it did. Jess, thank you. Jess also sent us a drone. So as soon as I get some time off, probably when I do my ACL surgery, I'll get my Part 107, and then we'll have another drone on the feed. Except this time I'll be flying it, so. There we go. So Jess is the GOAT. Yes, I agree. Wholeheartedly, Jess is the GOAT. But if you're just joining us today, welcome in everyone. Thanks for tuning in. We are headed south to probably the Wichita area, maybe over towards Winfield, potentially over towards Fredonia, Kansas. Somewhere over there in southeastern Kansas is the current target. And we'll see if things destabilize up there or not. Or if we get a storm in the right place up there. Hopefully we do. We are starving for a tornado. What's up, Grayson? Welcome in. Make sure when it explodes, I have video of it. Okay, I'll do my best. Yeah. Hopefully, I get a decent amount of. Hopefully, we're just able to fly it into a tornado. That'd be the most ideal. Hopefully, I just fly it into a tornado. Uh-oh, we got the storm runner. Storm runner's getting off the highway. Goodbye, Storm Runner. Where you guys going, Storm Runner? I don't even know what that is, Mom, so probably not. Look at this low-level moisture clouds, chat. Yeah, I don't know where Storm Runner went. They just got off the highway. I lost Storm Runner. Chad, I threw an egg at Storm Runner today. I egged their car. They left a carton of eggs on my car, and so I had no choice but to take the carton of eggs and give it back to them one by one in the middle of the interstate. I had no other option, Chad. I had to do it. Yeah, tell Ben not to lick that area for sure. Blower has multiple supercells up in South Kansas right around 6 o'clock, and if that really happened, they would go nuts. You also have the western Kansas target, but I'm more of a fan of the warm frontal zone off to the east for tornado potential. Just a matter of if we can really destabilize up here. I see no problem. Return to the sender. Exactly. Is Freddie chasing today? Probably ask Freddie. Brittany? But yes, Freddie is chasing today. I was talking to him this morning. What's up, Molly? Welcome in. welcome in, guys. Thanks so much for joining us on our early coverage today. Are we getting close to 1,000 likes? Let's go. Let's go, chat. In. Let's go, chat. New windshield seems to be good. Yes, it is. Okay, Adam, relax, buddy. Relax, Adam, relax. But we even got some peaks of sunshine here. I'm interested to see how the environment feels as we get down towards Wichita here. I'm interested to see how it feels outside, chat. You want to replace the wipers? That is tomorrow's task, unfortunately, because it did not make the cut today. When's Brady back from vacation? Brady should be on today's stream. Let me text him. Well, now we're coming into construction zone, unfortunately, but already live. Come on whenever you're done with work. Big day. Let's go. So Brady will be on here at some point. But yeah, he's back from vacation, or not even vacation. Back from Florida, took his mom to the World Cup. Wholesome moment by Brady, taking his mom to the World Cup. Down to Florida. W Brady, W wholesome moment. Saying hi, it's grab by noon on the way to Wichita. Okay, beat possum. I don't know where Newton. Oh, Newton's up here. I'll be looking on the overpass as I go through Newton. Maybe we'll see ya. Didn't know Brady was rich. I don't really think he's rich. Some of these World Cup tickets are only like $300. I say only, but chat, I looked just for kicks and giggles because the United States soccer team is actually good. I looked at what the World Cup final tickets were going for, chat. Guess what nosebleed World Cup tickets are going for? Like, I thought they would be expensive, but this is the most expensive sporting event I've ever seen. Like, guess what these tickets have cost in the nosebleeds? It's crazy. Some of you guys are onto it, yeah. Rob and Chappie, well, yeah, Chappie, yep. Some of those, yeah. Some of you guys are onto it. Rob got it right. Darling got it right. Willie got it. Willie's in the ballpark. But yeah, these World Cup tickets, championship tickets, in the nosebleeds are $10,000 to $15,000. And if you want to be in an actual good seat, you're talking 25 to anywhere from 25 to close to the field. You're talking $50K. Like, it's crazy. And there's people that have come from all over the world, and they're just traveling around the United States going to the World Cup. I do not know how they afford that. Like, there are people who are traveling just going from World Cup game to World Cup game. It's like, that sounds very expensive. It's a new car. Seriously. Go to the World Cup, Get a new car. That's your choice there. It's insane. It's actually insane. You can get a new car and you could drive that new car for 10 years. Or you could go to the World Cup for 4 hours. Or you could just go to a nice sports bar or your nice living room, prop it up on the huge TV or small TV or whatever and watch it in peace, silence, and enjoy the whole game without ruckus. Seems like an easy choice to me, chat. What do you guys think? Maxing out the credit card? I mean, seriously. Seriously, chat. That's a down payment on a house? I mean, seriously, it really is. It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, you think Super Bowl tickets are expensive and stuff, a couple $1,000s. Nothing like the World Cup. These soccer fans are diehard. But I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I've enjoyed watching the World Cup when I can. Unfortunately, the most active chase trips of the year is happening during the World Cup, but I know it goes well into July, so once you actually get into the good games, the semifinals, stuff like that, hopefully I'll have some downtime to sit and watch those games. Because I mean, I'm not a diehard soccer fan by any stretch of imagination, but I don't mind. I like Olympic soccer. I like the World Cup. So okay, Adam. Okay, dude. Half the games are 0-0. Nothing more boring than that. I mean, it is boring. You gotta pick and choose what games you watch. Like, you gotta pick the more electric teams to watch, like France, Portugal, watch Ronaldo, Argentina, USA, obviously. You gotta pick the good teams to watch. Spain's a good one. Brazil, you gotta pick the good teams because they usually score. But yeah, there are some games that are just 0-0. Same with hockey, though. Like, sometimes you get a boring hockey game and it's 0-0 going into the third period, and you're like, wow, great. Just how it goes. Request to not call it soccer? I'm sorry. I have to call it soccer. It's not football over here. It's soccer. Even though football makes so much more sense than soccer. I will admit, I think it's dumb. I think football should be called something else, and soccer should just be called football everywhere, because it's literally football. So, I do not, I would agree with that, Mike. I would agree. That's why I love hockey. I do not know why we Americans decided to name football when soccer is already called football and you literally kick a ball around the entire game.
It's pretty juicy in here. Kind of the whole region, really.
So I don't necessarily understand why we did that either. It doesn't make sense. So we're chasing tomorrow in Illinois. Now tomorrow I'm taking an off day tomorrow and getting in position.
Yes, it is. The temperature keeps going up the further west we go.
Getting into position for Saturday. There's going to be a stretch Saturday through Tuesday up in Minnesota and the Dakotas that I'm going to be positioning for. If I went to Illinois, I'd have to skip Saturday, and I think Saturday looks better than tomorrow. So, pass ball. Yeah, football should be called pass ball. I agree. Wouldn't be rugby? Why is it called rugby? No rugs are used. That's an excellent question. I do not know the answer to that question, but it certainly is an excellent question. Stands with British English, the name soccer and also football when it branched away. Okay. Thank you, Mike, for the 20 gifted. What do we got here? Is it a storm chaser? No, it is not. Welcome in all new members. Football's concussion ball, yeah. I wish they played football, chat. American football. I wish they played American football like they played rugby with no pads or anything. Because I think there'd be less injuries if they did it that way, because nobody's going to dive head first into somebody's skull if they, if they don't have a helmet on. So you probably prevent a lot of concussions, prevent a lot of dangerous hits, because people would have to be more smart and tactical with their hits rather than just diving head first into somebody's chest or head. How would you lose your patience? Lois is like me, Motley. I mean, I lose my patience every day. I think you guys in chat can attest. I think I lose my patience on pretty much every single low end day, and by the end of it, I'm just crashing out. So, I think you guys in chat know all too well how I feel about the low end days most of the time. That's called indoor soccer. Yes, I played indoor soccer when I was in high school. During the winter, we'd have an indoor soccer team. I liked indoor soccer more than outdoor soccer. Oh my goodness, I loved playing indoor soccer. That was so fun. It literally is just like hockey. It's like hockey, but with a soccer ball. It was so cool. You could try and bounce it off the wall, just send it into the wall and hope that it ricochets to your teammate. Like, it was so fun. It was so fun, dude. Indoor soccer is one of the most fun things I've ever played. I haven't thought about that in years. I forgot I even did that. I forgot that I even did that. You guys are just joining us. Welcome in, guys. We're talking about soccer, football, hockey, World Cup, indoor soccer. We're not talking about anything important right now, but that's the current topic of conversation. If you're just joining us here, obviously this is a storm chasing channel, but there'll be plenty of storm chasing later today. So sometimes we go live early and talk about random stuff. How far away is the target from here? Probably an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, depending on where exactly I go. But I'm making pretty good time, so might even be quicker than that. But yeah, we're just talking about whatever random stuff pops up in the chat. But sometimes that's the best conversation. I look refreshed today. I am feeling pretty good today. I am feeling pretty good. Got a nice 7 hours of sleep. Got my comfort in. I'm not sure why, but I haven't been able to. If I could go to one game, one match, what would I pick? That's a good question. I mean, obviously I'd pick the U.S., but I'd want to wait until they play somebody really good. I want to wait until they play. I forget what their path to the World Cup final is, but I want to wait until they play somebody like France or Brazil or Spain or Norway. Somebody I would want to wait until they played somebody good, and then I'd want to go to that one. Tennis, yeah, that's one sport I've never gotten into. I don't mind pickleball. I like pickleball. I don't mind what's it called, badminton. Playing badminton. I think playing badminton's fun, pickleball's fun, but I've never really played tennis at all. So that's one thing I've never really played, is tennis. I've always been more of a pickleball guy if I'm going to play a sport with a racket. Thanks for not mentioning Germany. Germany's good too this year, aren't they? Germany's good too, I'm pretty sure, this year. Nobody talks about Fight Club. That's a good movie. Anyone play golf? I play golf. Well, I don't play golf right now, chat. For those of you who don't know, most of you probably know I tore my ACL like 4 months ago. So until I get the surgery on it, can't really play much golf. But I do play golf. You have your windshield's replaced first thing in the morning. Most of the time, if I break my windshield, I literally can't get it fixed until like 3 days later. Most of the time when I'm breaking my windshield, I'm not able to get it fixed for a while. Because Safe Flight's usually booked for the next day. Sometimes I have to drive 12 hours to the next chase target, so I'm just like, screw it, I'll just go with the broken windshield. But there's instances like 3 days ago when we destroyed it where it wasn't even chaseable. There were cracks running into the cameras. There was glass on the dash. If the sun would have been shining through, I wouldn't have been able to see, so I had to get that fixed. Even if it meant skipping a chase day, I had to get it fixed, unfortunately. No, Chad, I did not have my surgery yet. I'm in no pain. I'm in zero pain. I lift, I can jog, I can walk, all pain-free. So that's why I'm waiting until after chase season to get it fixed. Because the stronger I can get this leg now by just lifting, walking, jogging, just the easier it's going to be to recover after the surgery. So thank you for the super chat, Eggy. Hope you get an "Are you kidding me" today. I hope so too. I hope so too. We shall see. I was going to chase with Kopic? Where'd you hear that one from? I'm not sure where you heard that one from. I mean, not that I wouldn't like to chase with Kopic. I love Kopic. If the season ever ends, right, true that. At this rate, the season might go until forever, but right now my plan is to probably get the surgery sometime middle to end of July. Maybe end of July will probably be my cutoff when I go home. So that'll probably be when I end up doing it, is end of July. Because end of July, August, September, October, that would mean by November, which is the start of lake effect season, by November I'll be in pretty good shape. I'll be able to jog, be able to push, walk around just fine. Thank you, Sabrina, for the $10 PayPal donation. Thank you, Showtime, for the $5 super chat, and thank you, Top City Kansas, or Top City Casper, for the 10 gifted memberships. But yeah, if I get it at the end of July, August, September, October, November, my lake effect season, I'll be in good shape. Because I don't think there's going to be any hurricane problems this year. And even if there are, I'll just fly down for it. Because after a month, I should be able to, a month and a half, I should be able to walk without crutches. So, I got the Kansas part right. Let's go. Let's go. Alright, we're coming up on Newton here. Somebody said that they were going to be waving as we drove through Newton. So, keep your eyes peeled for somebody waving through Newton. Keep your eyes peeled. Thank you for the super chat. I'm going to see a chalker today. I hope so too. Thank you for the super chat. What's the environment looking today? The environment's looking pretty good today. It's just a matter of if we get a storm in the right place. Up, tornado watch issued. They issued a tornado watch. I might go west out of Wichita. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I'll have to stop in Wichita again and look things over. Just not 100% sure on if we're going to get a storm over here. I like this environment better, but Doesn't matter how much I like the environment if you don't get a storm to fire in the right place. So this Boeing segment by Bartlesville is kind of messing everything up. It's being dumb. Gotta make sure. Okay, I just gotta stay straight. Looking for the waiver. Looking around to see if we can see somebody waving as we drive by. We got 2,200 people in here. Welcome in, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us today. We head south. It's always interesting to see people's reactions looking at my car. That was a good reaction right there. Ever chased in North Carolina? Yes. I chased flooding in North Carolina, believe it or not. I literally drove around in rain for like 3 days. It was not very enjoyable. And the flooding threat literally busted. That was the craziest thing. Like, there was 2 back-to-back days for a high-risk flooding, and both days quite literally busted. It was insane. I could not believe it. Dang it, man. That western target keeps trending back up. It trended down earlier today, and now it trended back up. Quite annoying. Well, like I said, I'm going to have to get down here closer to Wichita, and I'm going to have to really look at things and see what the best play today is. Might have to go back towards Dodge City. I think we have a little bit of time, I think. But probably not a lot. Definitely would have taken the long way over there. The western target, yeah. The western target was looking rough on a couple of runs this morning. I started to favor a little bit further east, but you also have the problem with the, well, this one up here still looks good. Storms just may struggle to be surface based. Yeah, that's the problem. I'm not sure if storms up here in southeast Kansas will be surface based or not. Big photographs though. Definitely a toss-up. Definitely a toss-up on what to do here. The problem is, let's see, so if I theoretically wanted to get over to Dodge City, it would be 2 hours and 30 minutes. I get there by 5:30. That would probably be in time. I don't think a storm's really going to get going until 5. But what if something goes over further east? The environment's better over here. It's like it's every time you play east, you only get something to fire west. Every time you play west, something actually fires east. It's like a pick your poison type of deal. upgraded to enhanced risk. We did get an upgrade to enhanced risk, it looks like. Interestingly enough. But we got 2,300 people tuned in, guys. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us today. Got a supercell going up by Liberal, Kansas. Could have a tornado threat on it eventually. What does StormNet look like? StormNet likes further west early. Likes further west early, but over here at around 6 o'clock, the tornado probabilities increase over here as well. Tornado probabilities increase over here as well. Pull interesting soundings from over here. They're not spectacular, but we can get just a little bit more instability further to the north. Your environment is actually pretty good. Just not really sure if we're going to be able to get that instability further north. And 3K gets it up there a little bit. Some weak low-level lapse rates over here. Sometimes it doesn't matter though. Get the right amount of forcing, and sometimes it doesn't even matter. Just drill down anyway. Damn, 3K actually looks interesting in Colorado tomorrow. That would be such a Colorado thing to do, just actually put out a decent storm tomorrow on a day where everyone's taking a day off. Maybe we shouldn't take a day off. Such a Colorado thing to do. I like the Rufus for today. The Rufus fires the whole boundary zone and works it into a better environment. I think that would be most ideal. They might start off elevated, but they would eventually get surface base for sure. None of the models really have robust supercells tomorrow, so got any new models coming out for today? Not really. Tomorrow just looks like classic mountain fluff. Even though you have decent moisture that goes into Colorado, it just looks like mountain fluff. But the one day nobody chases Colorado would be the day that it pops off. Dang, you got 75 dew points up there in northwest Oklahoma. That could be a problem. Coming in the north side of Wichita, I'm either going to have to go east or west here, more than likely. Gonna have to make a choice, east or west. Severe warned that storm over by heading towards Buffalo. Got 2,400 people riding along with us through Wichita here. Again, thanks for tuning in today, everybody. If you're new here, make sure to hit that sub button. If you haven't already liked the stream, make sure to hit that like button for me. It's completely free for you guys to do. Completely free to do. Smash that like button. Thank you, Calvin, for the 20 gifted memberships. Get some W's going in the chat for Calvin. Thank you so much, Calvin. I'll go ahead and update the overlay bar once I stop up here, guys. We can take a look at the models for a second. We have some storms initiating all the way up to my north, but I don't think we destabilized up there yet. What's the temperature right here? 73 degrees right here. So I do think we've destabilized enough near Wichita here for surface-based storms. I do think we've destabilized enough over here. I'm gonna go on the west side of Wichita just in case I want to blast west. I'm going to go around the west side. No, Matt, I never did hear anything about the dog, so hopefully that means they just never found it. Semi-truck before he loses one of his metal rods and that goes through my windshield. to pull off somewhere just on the west side of Wichita here in about 5 or 10 minutes, and then I'll hook up the MacBook, plug you guys into the MacBook, and we can look over this setup. And look over the setup and discuss what we think shall happen today. Will be a tornado in Nebraska? No tornado in Nebraska, just mostly Kansas, Oklahoma today. I do like that the sun is out here though. Got some low-level moisture clouds streaming north. The sun is out. I do like that. Yeah, sure, buddy. Just merge onto the highway when there's 10 cars coming. You just go ahead and do that. Target tomorrow, rest day. Tomorrow's target is a rest day. Welcome back, Alicia. Yeah, the sun is slowly peeking out, warming up the air here near Wichita. Some new storm development happening up near McPherson, Hutchinson. See how strong our warm air advection regime is. Right now there's a big sin bullseye right over here, unfortunately. If I wanted to go for that storm down there, see, the problem is I know it's going to turn right. I don't think I can do it. I'm still 3 hours from Woodward, so I don't think I'd be able to get there, even if I wanted to. Even if I really wanted to, I don't think I could get there. Dude, YouTube, get your act together. Freaking YouTube, bro. Triple check and make sure. Chat, it's not me. Chat, that wasn't me. That was on YouTube side of things. Guys, we go through this. This is a YouTube server problem, not a me problem. I have flawless internet. My internet is quite literally flawless at the moment. Not really sure what, maybe Brady started his feed or something? Not sure. Go up here to the exit up here. No frames drop here, yeah. See, some of you guys, that's the weird thing. Is some people have no issues with it, and for some reason YouTube just decides to crash servers. And then they'll punish me for it. Give me less viewers probably. All right, I'm gonna get off, go west until I find the first exit, and we'll really look things over here. On here, get on an exit, look things over is the agenda for the near term. No issue for me. Yeah, see, it's just a YouTube thing, a YouTube server problem. I'm gonna go ahead and pull off here. Got a Sam's Club and a Walmart parking lot. See how much time we have, if any, when the storm is gonna fire. Thank you, Lisa, for your $20 Cash App donation. Pull into the Sam's Club gas station parking lot here. Beautiful, nobody around. Nobody around. Some people might still need to refresh. I think they're behind in the stream. Some people still may need to refresh. Some people may not be caught up yet. Let's update these overlays here. Oh. Okay, overlay's not going to work. Not sure why. It's like my MacBook is struggling here. Why is my MacBook struggling so much? MacBook can't even load anything. Hang on, guys. I'm going to hook you up to the MacBook in a second, but trying to get this thing to work. There we go. All right. Now I can go over here, go to COD, unhook you guys from here, plug you into here. Thank you for the 20 gifted membership, Simpkins. Thank you so much. Plug you guys into here, and now, once I adjust this thing, because it's in a stupid spot right now, it's kind of ticking me off. Once I adjust this thing, now we can do this. Boom. And you guys are connected. Let's take a look at this new HRRR run, though. 19Z is coming out. Has the storms over here. Firestorms way west. All these are likely... See, here's the thing with these. These are moving southeast in northeasterly surface winds. I don't particularly love that. These ones are moving southeast into southerly winds, but they're very dry. Dry southerly winds. These ones up here are moving in a good direction, but they might be elevated. The best middle ground is if we could just get a storm to pop south of Wichita. It would be perfect. It'd be literally perfect. Would literally be perfect if we just get a storm to fire in the middle ground. But might be too good to be true. Supercell composite here. It does show atmospheric recovery happening across the region. But again, it would be literally perfect if we could just get a storm to fire right here. But for some reason they want to fire west and east instead of right in the middle where the best environment is. It's quite silly. Storms don't even know what's good for themselves. Thank you, Anthony, for becoming a member. Storms don't know what's in their best interest. Chat, they don't. Come on, satellite. I don't know what's going on with my MacBook. It's criminally slow. Close. Let's try this one. Close. There we go. MacBook is just running very slow today. Alright, see, this is a much better look. We have a lot of clearing happening now out here across our area. That's why the sun is out here, the temperature is rising. We definitely have stabilization occurring. We have supercells developing out here to the west, but the better wind shear is going to be north of this boundary right here. There's a boundary right here. You can see it on satellite. The better wind shear is going to be off to the north of that. These storms right here are going to dive to the south of this boundary. So if anything develops up here by Dodge City, could get interesting. But your winds are coming out of the east and your storm's going to be moving southeast, which I don't think is a very favorable orientation. Let's go to meso analysis. Yeah, my MacBook's being so weird. I didn't even remember the meso analysis page. Bizarre. When is this from? 20. So we should have 21. Central. We should have 21 here. I'm not sure if this is an hour old or what the deal is, but might be an hour old. Low-level lapse rates are pretty abysmal up here across this region, kind of to be expected. Mid-level lapse rates, a little bit better. At least get up to 6. Can mind the way here? Oh, they got me on the stream. What's up? I thought I was in the way for a second. I was like, shoot. Maybe I still am in the way. I'm not sure. But interestingly enough, these storms up near McPherson have formed north of the high SIN environment. High convective inhibition environment. These storms are to the north of it. But they're also out of the best wind shear and stuff, so. Doesn't really matter, does it? Let's take a look at all different possible cam solutions. Here's the 18Z Rufus. Rufus is coming out. Don't you power off. Rufus is coming out. Let's see. And it firestorms all along the northern fringe of this boundary. Firestorms all along this area. Are these surface-based? Yes, they are. What about this one over here? It's not. So there's going to be a fine line somewhere between surface-based and not surface-based. These would all be surface-based over here. Just in a weird environment. Fire truck. We're in a weird environment. Then tomorrow, looks like a bust in Illinois. But do we have any other cams? GLS, MPass just came out. Works the squall line through. Eventually gets a couple supercells up by Wichita. Ultimately, I'm unsure if they would be surface-based. It also fires an imaginary supercell down here, which doesn't exist. That's moving out of the picture. That's moving out. So, I mean, we're definitely going to destabilize up here slowly. Unfortunately, if we were going to go to the Dodge City target, we'd probably have to. I mean, we looked on satellite. It wasn't bubbling yet. We're probably 2 hours from Dodge City right here. We get there by 5:40. But again, I don't love the easterly winds over there, and these are forming all the way probably by. No, those are forming in. Yeah, those are probably forming all the way by Garden City. Supercell going up there. That's on radar. It's up to decent echo tops there. Where's Freddy and them? Yeah, I'm in a tough middle ground right here. As usual, I'm between all the targets, and I don't like any of them. So, it doesn't give me many encouraging options. Now, does it? Does not give me too many great options. So Bartlesville cell has high tornado probabilities at the moment. Not sure why. Or is that Bartlesville? Yeah, Bartlesville cell has high tornado probabilities. That's interesting. Storm that likes over here between 7 and 8 o'clock in southeast Kansas. Likes over to the west first. I mean, valid. Then it does like over here. This is where it's been showing the highest probabilities this whole time. It's over here. So I think I believe it. I believe. It's June. We can recover. Believe, chat. The question is, so our storms are probably, there's this weird area of convergence right here on the satellite that I'm looking at. I think that's where our storms would initiate. It's kind of a weird, very weird area. I'm not sure. No! What the heck are you playing TikTok? Jeez. Relax. I'm not sure. Working at the casino south of Wellington, yeah, I could do that. This weird little convergence zone right here. Still think we may just have to stick to our guns and head towards. We wouldn't have to go too far east of here. We'll definitely have a later show than out west. Our tornado probability is increased between 6 and 7 o'clock here. Over by Howard. Kind of by Howard. Just joining us here, we're just kind of looking over all the data here. Also, no, you're not. This boundary won't initiate, I don't think. I'm thinking that boundary down there doesn't initiate. But the sun's out here. What's our temperature here right now in Wichita? On my card, it says it's up to 76. If we're actually up to 76, then we are recovering rapidly. We're recovering rapidly in that case, and we're in good shape. And I mean, I believe it looking at satellite. It's not unbelievable. Let's take a look at the weekend. Hello? Yeah, my MacBook is just slow as dirt. Slow as dirt today. So here's why tomorrow's a rest day, chat. Here's our wave today, coming in, initiating here across Kansas. guys can see that if I zoom in a little bit coming in. Boom, 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 boom. There's our wave. Initiates today in Kansas right here. Moves off tomorrow, potentially Illinois Day tomorrow. And then boom. Beautiful trough. Beautiful trough ejects into the... What is happening with my MacBook? Beautiful trough ejects into the plains on Sunday. Just beautiful look right here. And then that continues into Monday. Another beautiful look. We got a fight breaking out here. Well, I'm gonna angle just in case they start fighting again. They were cussing each other out, so they have a long... Wow. This Sam's Club gas station line is getting intense. Sam's Club gas station line is getting intense, so we're gonna potentially position to watch these two people fight if they start yelling at each other again. But yeah, I mean, this is an intense gas station line here. There is a lot of cars waiting. Uh-oh, this guy's leaving. Oh, what's happening here? Now that guy just took the other guy's place. Oh, now this guy's... Oh, he's out of here. He's gone. That was one of the guys that they were fighting with. Oh, now he's gonna go cut them off. This is incredible action right here. The Sam's Club gas station. Anyway. Beautiful trough comes in. I think potentially Monday could be the biggest day out of this whole stretch. Major wave coming in here. Tuesday also looks like a chase. Maybe back towards the high plains. Wednesday, there's still flow somewhere for something. Thursday could be a Dakota day or Canada. Friday looks like a Montana day. Saturday back into the Dakotas. And then if this run is right, we literally never get a break. We'll have chases every day until July. We'll have chases every day until July if this is right. We'll have a bunch of Ridge Riders. Have a bunch of Duratios if this is the case. Got to keep an eye on this gas station though. Things are getting spicy. Maybe some more Canada days on here as well. Canada, Minnesota days, but then we get towards the end. That's a classic pattern where you get Duratios. Definitely clearing. Are we already trying to initiate right here? No, not wholeheartedly. I was about to say that wouldn't go well. We tried to initiate over here already. That would not end well. Would not be in these storms' best interests at all. Is there a tornado on the storm down here? Is that contamination? It's got to be contamination. Is anyone on it? Sorry, I'm looking at another stream right now. There's a weird velocity couplet over on the storm all the way by Beaver. Not sure. I mean, wouldn't really make sense. It's probably just contamination, but yeah, looking at the other radar, it's definitely contamination. Yeah, I think we just gotta see how far am I from Moline, Kansas. Hour 26 minutes. I think we might just have to start sending it over there. It's such a tough call, though, because eventually this is going to fire up here, I think. When it does, this will move south. But now because this is here, is this sending off splits? That's another question. This is just chaos at the Sam's Club gas station, chat. Oh, my freaking camera died. Whoops. Utter chaos. Let me charge that camera back up, but utter chaos out here. So this one to the south is going to send off a left split. It did, but the left splits are dying, so it's always a good sign. This is the year of targets looking so much different than when you wake up. It's like my original target today was Dodge City, but then it looked really bad for a couple runs. So then I was like, oh, okay, we'll go to Eastern Kansas. That looks better. And now Eastern Kansas looks worse and West looks better. So now you just sit here and you're like, what the heck? Yeah, that storm down by Buffalo will probably be a problem, but where's it gonna head? So where's this boundary at? See, that storm by Buffalo is gonna forever stay south of the boundary. So that's a problem that's its problem. South of the boundary, you're in the mixed out air. Yeah, you're in the mixed out air down there. Finally got an updated meso analysis, I think. 200 cent up here. 1500 cape, though. Apparently, the wrap has anything to say about it. All of our convective inhibition will erode away. And we'll have completely uncapped air for a couple supercells in southeast Kansas this evening. So we might just have to play the patient target today. Let those storms of the west do their thing. Fortunately, there's left splits that are going north towards Dodge City, so that could mess up that target pretty substantially. Let this area right here destabilize and see what happens. Well, we're gonna watch this new HRRR run come in, see what it shows. Then we'll start hitting the road again. Oh, that would be interesting. If a storm, what was I just talking about on the last run, chat? If a storm can form right here, still on the edge of worst dew points, but if a storm can form right there, still on the edge. I almost still like Kansas better. If we can destabilize up here, I almost still like up here better. Because these storms that's the same problem as always, chat, that we've had all year. Like when you have a boundary like this, you don't want your storm to form on the boundary and then move south, because it's just going to go off the boundary and die or become outflow dominant. It's the same problem we've had all year. So we have a storm's trying to go up here. We have a Boeing squall line here. We have outflow dominant storms probably here. So once again, this forms on the southern end of the boundary. And then we have rapidly destabilizing air up north. Is it rapid enough though? It's a great question. This one just right on that boundary, but to the south you're mixed out. Doesn't do you any good if you have a boundary if you're mixed out. Take some soundings from where these storms try and fire. So let's zoom in here. So at 0Z, let's take a sounding in front of this complex. Not terrible. 88/70. Your wind shear is not that great, and at this point in time, you're probably going to be outflow dominant. So not incredibly special. Out in front of this storm here, right on the front. Decent little hodograph right there. Very strange thermodynamic profile here. I'm not sure if that would actually be accurate or not, but you already have over 100 sin in this case. Probably not great. And up here in Kansas, crazy low-level shear. Ridiculous low-level wind shear. Only 800 Cape. And a pretty rough low-level thermo profile there. But you do have incredible wind shear right there. We have a new hour yet. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation on Cash App. So then we go to 01Z. And you have one supercell that it fires. What? How did I end up on the NAM? You have one supercell that fires up here. And it'd be moving into a crazy wind shear environment. Crazy wind shears, upper 70 dew points. By 02Z, this one might be a tornado producer. Let's try and get a sounding over here. Right in front of it. Woo! Look at that hodograph. That is wicked. 1300 Cape. Terrible lapse rates, but I don't even know. You might be able to drill through with that shear. You might be able to just drill right through that. If you look just north of the boundary where the storm initiates, the environment will be nuts. PDS tornado sounding, crazy, but it doesn't matter if your storm moves off the boundary in 2 seconds like it does. Does not particularly matter in that case. Doesn't matter, does it? Come on, give me another hour here. So we'll go to 03Z. This will be our next update, but what a mess everywhere, dude. There's seriously a world where you have violent tornado potential up here, but you have to destabilize. If you don't destabilize, it don't matter. This supercell is short-lived. StormNet definitely likes over here later. That beaver storm might produce soon, though. But it's already getting really beefy and really haily. So it also may not. Tower 7. Got 2 areas. You got a bunch of supercells up here. These are right on an area of interest. So 02Z, we take a sounding right here. 74, 74. No convective inhibition. And that hodograph. See, that is why I don't know if I can leave this target. Like, yes, you have some surface problems. I said it ain't pretty. But if you get a storm, it'd be nuts. If you get a storm that actually be surface-based, it'd be nuts. That's why I think I'm going to stick it out. Why not head west? Because the west stuff is probably going to go upscale quickly. It's also diving out of the best environment. It's going to be diving into a mixed out environment. This is the environment that the west storm's going to move into. 86 over 68, and a great position for large hail and damaging winds, but it's moving into a worse tornado environment, in my opinion. New medical skill discussion shows one area for greatest severe. Is there a new MD? Is there a new MD? When was this MD? Oh, that was 2 hours ago. That's not new. Yeah, but that greatest area of tornado potential is definitely further north. Like, I'll show you guys on satellite. Show you guys on satellite here. If a storm forms here, that's where the greatest tornado potential is going to be. This storm is going to dive southward. The boundary is located right here. And it tracks just to the north of this storm. So this storm's going to turn south before it reaches the boundary. And so that's why I think all of these over here are more damaging wind producers. If you can get a storm somewhere up here, you could get a tornado for sure. But it doesn't even look like we're going to initiate up by Dodge City. And then we're slowly clearing out over here. And let's take a look. What does the wrap have? Because Mesoanalysis gets our SIN all the way down to 0 up here. So I want to pull a couple wrap soundings. And then I'm going to start moving east here probably. So we got an O, 1Z, right here. We do have some SIN. I wonder why Mesonaus doesn't have any then. It's bizarre. The best environment is clearly on this boundary. But, again, do we really get a storm there? I don't think so. I don't think we do. Yeah, it's like the best environment. You don't even get a storm. It's so bizarre. Dealing with this all year, though. It's nothing new. We've been dealing with it all year, chat. It's nothing new. You just never get a storm where the storm needs to be. So as a result, we get dumb storms. That's how it goes sometimes. So our target could go big, or we could choose yet another secondary target and look like a fool. Part of the game. It's part of the fun. So I'm just going to go down the interstate for now. Keep all the targets open. I'm going to go down to Wellington. So we're going to get back on the road here. I'm going to go down to Wellington. Good thing I don't want gas at this place. Good Lord. Sam's Club must be just raking it in on these gas sales / memberships, or however they do it. Just raking it in. South. Yeah, they tornado warned that up there in the Panhandle, but I don't really think it needs to be tornado warned. To keep it a buck, I don't really think it needs to be. on the ground? Really? Not even a couplet. Beast of a Supercell, though. Beast of a Supercell. It strikes me as mostly a hailer. Strikes me as mostly a hailer. Definitely a huge hook. Yeah, that beaver storm is crazy. Absolute unit of a storm over there. Starting to get a better couplet on it. We'll see if it produces. Saw pulse-sized hail reported on that. Holy cow. Yeah, we'll see if that beaver one actually comes down, chat. See what happens. Maybe we get something similar over here, but that stuff over there was definitely always going to be the earlier show. Oh, there's a tornado on it, I think. May have had a tornado on that thing. Hey, moderators, for this special instance, just you don't have to delete any of the other channel references. I mean, we're not on the storm, and we got friends and people who are on the storm. So just for the time being, we don't have to delete any of those today. It is down. It looks like. Wow. So it did produce. Looks like a very high base tornado too. Yep, I do see that. It has a cone. Wonder if it'll fully condense again. But let's see, who's over there actually on that I know? So Stormrunner and I are up here. I think it's Jordan that's on it. Yeah, it came down there for a second, chat. Came down there for a second. I think it's an incredible supercell over there. It's hard to predict that one being over there, unfortunately. It's another one of those unfortunate targets that kind of not popped up out of nowhere, but didn't look quite as good earlier. It's on the ground again, I think. Looks like it's fully condensed again, maybe. Dang it, man! I'm starting to get jealous now. I think it's a beast over there. Again, here it comes. Yeah, that one might end up being in the Tornado of the Year conversations here if it keeps on progressing like it is. That one's gonna make me very sad, I think, to miss. I got FOMO. The Lions should not be intimidated by the beaver. Yeah, I'm a little intimidated. Are we going south and west? Right now I'm just going south. I'm going to get towards Wellington. I'm either going to go down towards Alva, Oklahoma, or I'm going to stay up here depending on how things look. Can't tell if that funnel went back up or if it's still there. That's crazy, dude. I started like 3 hours away from that target too. It just didn't think it looked good enough. Sad, sad day. Just brutal. May have lost its funnel, I'm not sure. I would be shocked if it doesn't drop another one though. There'll be another storm that goes up somewhere. So it's our job to find whatever storm goes up east. It's crazy that StormNet didn't even like it that much. Is there any sign of any other storms going up along that boundary is the question. Any look on satellite that suggests we're going to initiate anywhere else? That's the problem. There's no. If you look on satellite, we're not even close to initiating anywhere else. So there's no secondary storm for me to go towards. Up to 78 degrees here in Wichita, so we're still warming. That's the good news here. Still getting warm. Walk off staying close to the ground. Yeah, I mean that's a beautiful storm. Big props to, I think Jordan and Redman are the two chasers in our chaser group that are on that storm. So big shout out to them. Great work over there, guys. What an incredible storm.
Thanks, man.
Man, that velocity up was getting crazy. I'd be shocked if it doesn't put down a bigger one. Yeah, nothing going up to the west, really. It looks like she's trying to funnel again. This storm's hilarious. It keeps like doing little funnels and all sorts of different stuff. Anything but a big tornado. Where's our target area? Anywhere between Alva, Oklahoma, and like Howard, Kansas. Anywhere in between those areas. Still trying to figure it out. Since we I obviously kind of botched the main target today, but that's alright, Chad. I'm just used to it this year at this point. It's not that I don't care anymore, but I really just, yeah, it is what it is. Thankfully, we got some of our good friends over there, Jordan and Redman. They're on it, so hopefully for their sake, it keeps putting down the beautiful tornado in the middle of nowhere. Looking on satellite to see if we're any closer to anything initiating. Closer to us, maybe. I'm still not seeing too much. The outflow boundary in Oklahoma looks okay, but I would want something to initiate north of the boundary rather than on the boundary. Oh, here comes the funnel again. This time it's coming all the way down. There it is. Finally gave him a good tornado over there. No, it's already going back up. What the heck? It's already going back up.
I can't see it now. I think it just wrapped in rain.
It just touched the ground. It just came all the way down and shot right back up. This thing's playing games. It's 2026.
This thing just moving right at us. It's kind of perfect.
Now I was able to see that cone from like 10,000 miles away, but that was cute.
It's a nice cone.
It was. I thought it was going to firmly plant for a little bit there, but it just kind of touched and then it's like, okay, bye. It looks like it's going through an occlusion right now. I think it's going to start wrapping up again here just a little bit.
Looks like it's going to start getting
Short
HP.
transmission continued, please.
It's going to start getting HP. Getting really high precipitation look, chat.
It's a huge R&D cut. Anybody got visual?
No visual. Oh, it dropped in rain on my end.
Okay, same.
Turn the cruise on? Yeah, I got the cruise on. But for those of you who are tuned in still, thanks for watching, guys. We're just waiting for our storms a little bit further off to the east. It's going to take a little bit longer over here. That's okay. That's how it goes. What's the wind shear like over there? That's why it's in like 400 SRH over there. That makes sense. Even though it's on the southern end of things.
I'm going to dip out with low contrast. Got new Rigsby. I'm bailing out, Jordan, just to avoid that for now so we don't totally ruin our chase.
You might pitch south with you as well.
Thank you for that heads up.
Yeah, I think it's getting really rain wrapped. Big donut hole on it. Huge donut hole, wow.
Yeah, friends, we got a new wall cloud to the south. Copy that, thanks, Scott.
I think that's forming right over me. See if we can take this due south, shape that east-west.
Yep, just gonna watch satellite like a hawk and see where things look like they want to develop over here.
Do you have that eyes on that southern wall cloud now?
Channel 2.
wrong channel, Jordan. Just want to let you know. No, you're not about to hear a rant. I was just curious on what you guys are thinking. Anything's going to develop further east, or what you guys were thinking?
I headed somewhere between Alva and Enid just to see if something pops here. Because pretty high ceiling still if we get something down here.
Yeah, I'm debating. I'm heading south now, but I'm debating whether I want to go down there or just stay true to my guns and see if something around 7 o'clock forms southeast of Wichita. See if we destabilize enough up there, because, like, sure, something might fire down there between Alva and Enid, but you're in another situation where you have mixed out air to the south, and the storm's probably going to initiate on the boundary and just turn right into that stable air.
Well, I guess I thought your boundary was your trigger.
Yeah, the boundary did. I mean, that's almost the problem. Is the boundary is the trigger. Your storm's going to go up on the boundary, and then it's going to move. If it turns right, it'll just move south of the boundary into the stable air. That's the same issue the other setup in Oklahoma had. When you have these boundaries that are just oriented almost due west to east.
I see. Well, I mean, I wouldn't mind playing up north, but like I say, I don't know what your trigger's going to be for storms. I like your Alva on the north side of that boundary is destabilizing quite nicely. 86 over 75. So there's at least some hope there. That at least I'm seeing there.
Yeah. I mean, you just have a broad wave that's moving through. So I mean, you have forcing for initiation really anywhere you want. Once you get a little bit later into the evening, but it's just a matter of where you have some nice bubbling cumulus up. I don't know. Maybe that's towards like Enid, maybe a little bit west of Enid. Some nice bubbling cumulus along the boundary, but they hit that boundary and they just like look like they hit a freaking wall, which I don't particularly love that look again. I'll keep going south. I'll go one more south.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I was looking at your. I gotta figure out what wind direction I'm looking at, but for some reason, yeah, right now you're. Well, you got southeast wind in Wellington.
Yeah. You got southeasterlies in Wellington. I mean, I love the shear up here. The wind shear is insane. So if you can get like 2,000 Cape up here, I definitely think you could see surface-based storms. And I mean, with that wind shear, you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, I'm hedging down 35 right now. If it looks like something's going to go from Alva to Enid, I'll start blasting towards it. But otherwise, I'm just going to keep on keeping southeast Kansas in play.
Yeah, I don't blame you. The new Triple R is hinting at the cell between Alva and Enid now.
I did see that. I pulled some soundings from just off to the south and east of it where it's getting its inflow, and it wasn't great, but it was decent-ish. Yeah, Beaver got rain wrapped quick.
Well, I guess back at that gas station in Salina, call the target up there in Oklahoma, or down there in Oklahoma. Just realized too late. That tornado looks incredibly rain wrapped. Whatever's still on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, whatever it is now, it's not rain wrapped. I mean, we still didn't really miss much. It was just a funnel for 15 minutes that touched down fully condensed twice for like 15 seconds. So another 2026 type tornado, but still beats blue skies, that's for sure.
I don't know. Whatever's been in that rain, I think there's probably been a strong, intense tornado in the rain probably for 15 minutes, but I haven't seen anyone have a shot of it. It's buried in there.
Yeah, I mean, it only got rain wrapped 10 minutes ago, maybe. I was watching Jordan. It only got rain wrapped like 10 minutes ago, so.
there's like a little almost like pinhole eye feature for a couple for the get through scans. There's like an eye feature with just a circle of 60 plus dBz, just a perfect circle around it.
Hey, you guys, just popping on here. Yeah, it looks like that cell's starting to cycle, but watching Lucio's feed, it was close to doing something really epic, and then it just lifted.
I was about to say 2026 has struck again because, like, yes, I'm disappointed I'm not on that storm, but I do not understand watching the streams how that didn't like plant tornado of the year hog for like 10 to 15 minutes.
Now it looks like as it moves southeast, it's working its way into that mixed air, which I know you're talking about is a problem with the cells they're going to fire out by Enid and Alva. I think it should be getting close to working into that air right now. It's like 93 over 62 just to the southeast of that storm.
Yeah, and that's why I didn't go for that target. Obviously, it had enough time to do something special, or almost special, before it happened, but that's why I didn't go down there.
Right now, I'm just going to head down towards Anthony, and I think I'm just going to chill there and just see what happens over the next hour.
Yeah, I'm hedging down south towards, maybe, I'm going to head towards I-35 towards the border of Kansas and Oklahoma and wait to see if something looks like it's going to fire on that boundary near Alva to Enid. And if something does finally look like it's about to initiate, I'll blast towards it. And if it doesn't, then I'll just stay true to my southeast Kansas target.
We just went through Anthony Friday. Yeah, I might just go to Kiowa and find some gas and chill.
Yeah, I'm in a big hurry to get down to that boundary down by Alva right now, because as it sits, it looks pretty far off from, creating a storm.
So I just know if it fires, it'll happen quick, probably. Anywhere south of the Enid, I think that's our best shot at getting something. So I don't know. I need to look more up by Wellington, south of Wichita or southeast of Wichita. I know when I was driving up there an hour ago, it was really, really stable looking.
It's just going to be a classic battle between insane wind shear and bad low-level thermos that 9 times out of 10 the bad thermos win, but the one time it doesn't, you get a giant wedge.
Looking at the latest mesoanalysis, there's 100 surface base came over Wellington. It actually just dropped somehow.
Storm by Woodward. I know we were talking earlier about over there, but I think it fired on some kind of differential heating boundary dry line. There's a little surface along the panhandle too that probably enhanced some of the shear. But that target, to me at least, wasn't evident until like noon. And at that point, it's too late to get over there. But yeah, let's just sit over somewhere, probably Kiowa, Anthony, and see what happens here.
Yeah, I think the people that are over there just targeted Dodge City, and then when they realized that Dodge City wasn't going to work and that there was a storm firing down there, it was pretty easy to position for it.
Oh yeah, if we would have targeted Dodge City over there, it would not have been a hard choice to go down there. It would have been obvious. And I think a lot of people who did target Dodge City are actually still not there and running very late.
Get down to this next highway down here. We have 2 targets for potential initiation still, down by Enid and up by probably Wellington, Winfield area. So we're going to monitor both of those targets. Yeah, it doesn't look good anymore because it's moving into really mixed out air. It also looks like it's going to go upscale. Feel bad. Well, I don't feel bad, but it's interesting. Max and Ryan both went live, and relatively shortly here, they may have nothing to cover because that storm's going to die, and or not die, but that storm's tornado potential is probably going to go down, and there's not really much else to talk about. So. Bubbling, but still doesn't look all that special. Might need some additional forcing. June sun is baking though just north of the boundary. The anvil coming off of those storms to the west might actually really put a wrench in things further east. Fortunately, that anvil from the Beaver storm is just blowing straight east right over the area that probably needs to be baking in the sun for as long as physically possible.
I did notice that caveat. I did see that. That is a good observation. And that's why I wonder if the triple R that tried to fire something over here like killed it after an hour. So maybe had some problem.
bit here. This is our staging ground for the time being. I can get to either target relatively easily from right here. Oops, there's a gas station over there. Didn't even really notice that. But the good news is nobody's coming, so I'll just flip a U-turn. Yeah, I'm not even trying to pick. I'm just waiting to see which target actually is going to start to like show promise is what I'm more waiting for. I'm waiting to see the trends. See if they're which one's gonna trend better. I'm watching to see if storms are gonna initiate in Oklahoma. And I'm also watching to see if storms I'm also watching to see if we're gonna destabilize up into Kansas or not. Those are the two things I'm watching. Go around, pull around back here, hang out back here. I'm sure this parking lot back here is seeing some stuff. But yeah, I'm just waiting, chat. Let's see, is there new storm net or anything? So that one out west, it's not a fluke, but it's probably not going to produce again. And we can, if something goes off to the west, we can get it. If something goes off in southeast Kansas later on, we can also get it. So that's why I'm sitting between the two targets right now. I'm hedging. We're hedging targets. Waiting for new information. Waiting for new data to help us choose. But hopefully, even though for those of you who are still here, I know obviously Max Ryan went live, we weren't on the right storm, so a lot of people left, but for those of you who are still in here, hopefully you guys have enjoyed and are continuing to enjoy today's stream. Just gotta play the waiting game. Some days are like that, chat. Just gotta sit here and relax and hope that we get a storm to fire here in the next hour or so, or we get some information that makes it, obvious that okay, we got to go to this target or that target, or hopefully we get something obvious. Nature of the game. Yep, exactly that. Sometimes we're not on the early target, so we wait. Some days we're not on the early target. Looks like they issued a new tornado warning for it out there. Doesn't strike me as a major tornado producer again right now, but it's close enough to the moisture to where it still could be. Eventually, it does look like upscale growth's about to happen that way. Got an interesting line of storms trying to develop up by Wichita. Those will probably be elevated. And we should be getting a new meso-analysis here shortly. Wonder if the WAFs are running today. Not that the wafts are of any significant value, but just another piece of information. I don't really see a target area other than western at the moment. Yeah, I mean, that's all the models show storms developing over here eventually, so I mean that's just incorrect. But in the short term, yes, Oklahoma is the better looking target. But better looking for storms, not exactly for tornadoes. Getting hot here in Wellington. Yeah, see, that's good news. Well, not good news, but the fact that it may be destabilizing up here. Obviously not good news for the area, but good news for our storm chasing prospects, potentially. So what does the wafts do here? So wafts just takes that stuff to the north and turns it into a long track supercell. Fortunately, I don't think it's destabilized enough yet for that to really be of interest. Yeah, the wafts all like that northern Oklahoma, right to the north that tries to initiate stuff. Turns it right, turns them into supercells. Some are more aggressive than others. We have a new short-term wafts around here. She's doing good, Cynthia. She's doing good. We have a short-term wafts here. They do the same thing. They all like the idea of this little line of storms by north becoming something. I'm not sure if I love that idea, to be honest. It would have to be further south, because there's a bunch of stuff developing up by Wichita, El Dorado right now. So if something can form way further to the south, I can't even really see the towers on it. If something can form way further to the south, that could be better. But looking at satellite, I don't think the boundary's going to fire out west. I don't see that happening. Either in both the Dodge City potential target and the target in Enid. Neither one of those looks close to initiating. So, yeah. But it's sunny here. What's the temperature up to? That June sun is warming things up. We're up to 82 degrees here. So we are definitely rapidly destabilizing right here, which is, again, a good sign. Am I quitting? No, I am not quitting. So that 0Z run tries to fire that storm again, but I'm interested in this run because it looks like it destabilizes. A little bit further north this run. Cecilia, thank you for your very constructive observation. Tornado on the ground again. That's a problem. I don't see anything. Rain wrapped, okay. Yep, the rain wrapped ones will get you. Is this boundary moving north at all? To my south? Not really. Pretty stationary. I wonder if you're going to get something to at least try and initiate there, though. Thank you, Carrie, for the super chat. Or thank you, Carrie, for the Venmo, excuse me. See, this run's a little bit more interesting because it eventually fires in what I think is a better spot. By 01Z, it fires just to my west, which would be a more constructive part. Yeah, Beaver does have some action. So I think I might start moving towards Enid, just to be sure. Go ahead and change the title to Oklahoma.
Oh, fantastic. I just changed the title now. He just overwrote my changed title.
I'm going to start moving just north of Enid. Car's up to 82 degrees here south of Wellington.
We also just hit 82.
Well, I see that Wellington off is at 78 as of 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, it's getting up there. I am hedging towards Alva Enid. Unfortunately, the storms in northeast Oklahoma just shot back up, just absolute nukes to like 55,000 feet. So if we do have winds coming out of the southeast, unfortunately, I think the southeast Kansas play might just be cooked now.
Yeah, I'm also worried because you have that ample that's coming out of those storms in northwest Oklahoma that's starting to overspread our cumulus right now, which I don't think is going to particularly be a good thing. So at this point, I'm feeling more and more confident that everything is cooked.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, I could be in the panhandle of Oklahoma right now, but that would be a lot farther away from a bed, and I'd be annoyed right now because the chase is basically just a structure show from here on out. So, but do I wish I was there? Yes. And now, in the present moment, do I wish I was there? Not really.
Yeah, it really is struggling now. I wonder if it's hitting as mixed air there.
Yeah, just feel bad right now just because of the freaking cortisol spike when I saw that wall cloud, that crazy carved out mesocyclone, and the tornado dropping. Like, that caused my cortisol to spike to extreme levels, and then now I'm just dealing with the essentially the hangover from that. So I just kind of am in like a mindless state.
Thankfully, I just didn't even have a cortisol spike. I just put Jordan's stream up on my phone mount and was getting ready to sit back and watch a show. Like I said, I'm actually thankful that I'm at this point this year where I genuinely just, like, of course I want to see stuff, but like I'm trying to see stuff, but I don't even care if I miss anything. I'm just, it is what it is.
What do you have a hangover from? Cortisol spike hangover, Garrett. Interesting. Ben just took us to the middle of nowhere he was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. The gas station, he didn't look close enough, and it doesn't have a bathroom. It's just a gas station with a top.
I got a Family Dollar
on
here.
top of it. Hey, you got a Family Dollar there, so
What is he
it'll
saying?
be okay. But no, it didn't make it anything better too. That while the tornado was dropping, that our road closed, and then we ended up like literally almost stuck on muddy dirt roads trying to get around the road closure, and then that was like a 30-minute detour of us just taking random roads that ended up turning into mud pits, and then finally finding myself back on a paved road. So that also did not help the situation out, but we're good now. We're good. I said, I think that was your sign to just turn around. Yeah, I wish I did.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. I'm gonna go down, probably sit literally right between Alva and Enid and see if anything decides to go. The new HRRR fires 2 storms, 2 supercells, one on the Kansas side of the border, one on the Oklahoma side. Kills have been like, 2 scans, but I think if a storm can form on the Kansas-Oklahoma border a little bit north of that boundary at like 6 or 7 o'clock, I think that our attitudes would be turned around very quickly.
Very much so. Yeah, I like that lead cell that it's firing. I guess I didn't see that. I saw the first one, and it went up for 1 hour and then died. But if that second one happens, that one could actually put on a nice show.
But for the 1,200 you guys chilling with us, thanks again for riding with us, guys. We're just gonna keep on cooking here. Left lane closed ahead. What is happening? Keep on chilling, keep on slowly moving towards our potential target and see if anything goes. That's all you can do. Left lane, isn't this the right lane? Shouldn't these guys have stop signs? Shouldn't these guys have like one of those flippable signs? Maybe a cone or two, yeah. I don't know. Usually, when they're doing stuff like this, you get one of those flippable stop signs. But whatever. That works. I don't know what this guy's waving in the air. Guy's waving a stick in the air. Other guy was just waving a stick around. Connor, look at,
Now it has a green dot just south of Alva between 6 and 7.
did I hear something about green dot?
I was just saying StormNet has increased our prods over here, just south near Alva.
Okay, I like that. Look at violent tornado parameter for a cortisol spike. Oh, let's see here. Whoa. That's not even a cortisol spike. That's just crazy to look at. That's just wild to look at. That is a crazy parameter space.
Let's get a checkup on the radar, why don't we, chat? Welcome into the chase. We are in Oklahoma/Kansas. If you're just joining us, we are almost ready to cross the Kansas border. I think I'm going to go to find Connor on a webcam, which would be pretty epic. I'm guessing he is going to be going down to these, to these storms right here. This is a tornado warned storm in the panhandle of Oklahoma. It does not look like they're extending that warning just yet, but we've got a couple of storms here. This one and then this one. They're all kind of meandering off to the east as well. So we'll have to see if there is a storm. I think Connor's hoping something pops here. He was just talking. I need to turn his volume up, but I'm guessing he's hoping something's going to pop up here. We also do have severe thunderstorm warnings in eastern Oklahoma. Connor's not going to be going towards that. Hold on.
Firing, that's kind of gives a signal, so there's some hopium there.
Looking at the violent tornado parameter, there's some hopium there too.
All right, Connor was just talking about the violent tornado parameter. That's can be a decent kind of view into what the atmosphere is doing. So if there is a storm, it's probably going to try to rotate here. So my guess is Connor's going to go west towards these puppies in Oklahoma. We also do have a couple tornado warnings in Ohio, of all places. Of course, they're in Ohio. We've got this storm near Lisbon. This is tornado warned, headed right to the Pennsylvania-Ohio border. This is eventually going to head towards, looks like the city of, okay, it's going to head towards Beaver Falls, and then Cranberry Township. This is all north of Pittsburgh here. So heads up. I don't even want to say it, in Beaver.
satellite looks a little bit better the last couple scans. So satellite looks a little bit better. A little bit closer. Well, they got a special MD for that Woodward storm 10 minutes ago. The MD winds with large hail. Tornado risk remains more uncertain. I still can't. Thank you, Cynthia, for the Cash App donation. I still can't get my chat to load. I have 1 bar of LTE on my tablet, so it will not load chat.
Ooh, that means we can say anything. I'm just kidding. Don't say anything. You can say, well, you know what? This is America, okay? One word right now. Tell me how you're doing today. You can tell me your city. You can tell me your state. You can tell me you're eating chicken for dinner. I don't care. Let's get the chat popping right now. One word in the chat. Let's get it going. So sorry, mods, but let me see what the vibes are right now in the chat. It is a beautiful day to be alive. It is Thursday,
no AT&T in
June 25th, and we are just under almost a week away.
So I have no
from
idea
July
what's going on
4th,
in the chat.
And it is a great day to be alive right now. And let's hear it in chat.
Caldwell, Kansas. No AT&T data. So if you want to move to Caldwell, beware. There's no service.
Chat, right now, let's go use our internet powers. Let's go find the best place to eat in Caldwell, Kansas. The winner gets a big prize from Connor. So whoever finds the best place to eat, and I will pick that place. Put it in chat once you find the best place to eat in Caldwell,
SOS.
Kansas, and I will pick a winner.
I am SOS. So one day I'll be able to see you guys again, chat. Head down here to Medford. Going to Medford, chat. Medford it is.
Guests coming here. So we got Red Barn. I heard Mi Pueblito Mexican Restaurant.
Thank you.
What is the best place to eat in Caldwell? I will pick a winner.
I may have already thanked you for that. I'm not really sure. I'm getting very delayed notifications here. Wait, no, that was Lisa as well. We had Lisa and Cynthia and Carrie, I think. Yeah, Cynthia. Okay, thank you, thank you. No Mountain Fluff today, that is true. I think Mountain Fluff might be better than No Storm, though. Mountain Fluff may be better than No Storm. Thanks for tuning in as always. Thank you, thank you. don't see any towers off to the west yet. I'd like to see some towers for me to be convinced that the HRRR is correct and that we're going to get a storm. I'd like to see towers.
Chad, who wants to take a look at these restaurants in Caldwell? Raise your hand.
We got some bikers with a truck behind them. These competitive, some sort of like long biking thingy happening here. Dragonfly outbreak here. Got an outbreak of something.
All right, Chad, here's the restaurants in Caldwell that I looked up. Red Barn. Let's start with Red Barn that the chat pointed out. This one looks pretty good. Now, I always like to look at the reviews of a place like this. It looks like, we got people commenting this is a great place. Those look like some pretty good onion rings. Maybe some cheese curds. A little bit of cheese curd action as well. Look at this, nice and fried. Now, it's always important to see the negative reviews. Let's see, what were some of the negative reviews here? You walk into a table with 9 tables, 2 waitresses. They look at you and just shake their head. You know you're screwed. Okay. I wish I could leave 0 stars. Bad food, and some guy named Matthew wouldn't stop hitting on me. No means no. Okay.
Wellfleet fired underneath an anvil.
Okay,
so.
Well, that is it's probably an isolated incident there at Red Barn Family Restaurant. Their food looks good, though. Food looks good. Saltwell Farm Kitchen here. Let's take a look at this one. Also, look at this. Looks very good. A little artisanal. I would think here that we're looking at. Let's go ahead and take a look at the lowest ratings here at Saltwell. Wow, this person left an absolute novel. Looks like they waited a long time for dinner. Every course was garnished with flowers. Interesting. Don't make reservations here.
Of like 18 or something.
You're unable to accommodate. Yikes. So unable to accommodate with the shellfish. Wait, what? I was disappointed to learn that an employee associated with Saltwell Farms Kitchen by the name of Kitty Radel appeared to engage in online behavior I found unprofessional. Interesting. Okay. Well, that place, not bad. Let's take a look at Meat Pueblito. This place looks very good. Nice Mexican restaurant downtown in Caldwell. Let me just see what the reviews are. I tell you what, 4.8 stars. That's pretty good. Let's take a look at the worst ones here. Wow, only 3 stars on a lot of these, on a lot of the worst ratings. That's pretty incredible. Okay, all right. Well, I think I have my option. Lastly, the Shake Shack, just permanently closed. I don't know how I feel about this. Looks kind of cooked. We'll have to see. I'll come back with the results here after the break.
Back in that, Freddie.
My service sucks here, but I said, do you think it'll work in 2026?
No. Last year, maybe.
About to say, if this happened last year, we'd already have a tornado on the ground.
Well, we did have one on the ground. Oh, you mean we would have already had a storm fire and tornado now?
Correct. Oh wait, the stop sign isn't for me. It's for nobody, because nobody can drive on that road.
Well, the question's gonna be is how long am I gonna give this tonight?
But Gary and I were trying to figure out how long we want to sit and wait.
Yeah, my thing is I'm not driving another 6 hours today either way, so I'll probably sit until like 7:30 or 8 and then just make it like back up to Salina and go to bed.
Really, I'd see Chase tomorrow in Illinois, Indiana.
0.
Did you guys see that tornado warning on the Texas Panhandle? It looked like it shot its own boundary out a while ago.
No, let me look. Looks like that storm's coming out of the Raton Mesa.
Yeah, that thing fired just south of Kim, and then it turned southeast into merge with a bunch of other mergers, and then it turned into a monster supercell.
I bet that thing's not a tornado producer. I bet it looks like a hog. Just a massive supercell, I bet.
Oh yeah, it's massive, rainy. Probably, I was a little worried about the town of Beaver. It looked like they were getting the Yuma special with the hail. I was trying to figure out which year it was where Yuma just got that just awful hailstorm.
2024.
Okay. I think it's, then about a day before Greenfield. I couldn't remember if it was the 2023 tornado day or if it was the day after. Also driving through Kiowa, Kansas now for the 3rd time.
Yeah, that was the day of that crazy tumbleweed outbreak in eastern Colorado. So yeah, I'm pretty sure at least it was that day.
Yep, that day had a crazy parameter space too. It's kind of like maybe a day before the day out there in Colorado before the big guns over in Greenfield, but it also was a Colorado letdown.
What did I just read in the chat?
It's typical Colorado. When you get a great environment out there, it always finds a way to ruin it.
versus over Enid. I think those are the ones that we're going to have to watch.
All the way down by Enid, actually, yeah, I kind of see those. I see those trying to bubble a little bit.
Yeah, they're just ahead of the anvil. But that's the only spot that I really see I see on satellite just even any sign of a cumulus. It's down there.
Yeah, well, I have a visual on said cumulus, so I will monitor. Definitely some small towers. Keep rolling ever so slightly south. Now that I know our area of interest is more than likely this cumulus down here rather than anything to my west.
Family farm. I can't find it. Somewhere around here. I haven't been there in a long time.
What are you talking about?
All I have some great grandparents had a farm here, and then I have some distant cousins who still have a farm over here by Kiowa, and I don't know exactly where it's at.
Distant cousins, so if you just pulled up randomly, it'd be like, who the hell are you?
Oh yeah, if I told them who I was, they'd be like, oh, I've been there before. It's been a while. But yeah, this little town Kiowa is where some parts of my family are from. Great grandma died here when she was 104 years old, so hoping to get those genes.
104?
Yes, 104. So as long as I stop drinking Coke Zero, I might be able to make it.
I was about to say, you're gonna have to cut back on that Coke Zero consumption, buddy.
Yes, Connor, and you're going to have to stop consuming animal supplement butter not meant for human consumption.
Freddie, don't you like black coffee?
Turtle time. You stay right there, turtle. You don't wander any further until I save you. You stay right there, turtle.
Let's get the turtle emojis going in the chat right now. Let's spam the turtle emojis. I want to see them flying in the chat. Let's get them going right now. It is officially turtle time.
Freaking hot out here. What the hell?
Just dropped a turtle on the car?
Whoops, dropped the turtle. Dropped the turtle. Poor turtle has brain damage, yeah. It's alright, he's a tough turtle. That turtle was covered in a bunch of green slime. Is he still alive? Of course he's still alive. Yeah, little baby. Little baby fall. Little buff. But now he's across where he's supposed to be. But he was a slippery turtle. He was covered in a bunch of slime. He's a very slimy turtle. But all right, I will continue.
Get the turtle going in the chat. I don't think we need to spam RIP turtle. I think he's just, he's, you know, he's gonna have a long night. Maybe a long couple of days in the turtle ER.
Alright, we'll keep going a little bit further south. These towers don't look particularly interesting yet. But we'll look for more turtles. We'll just keep my eye out for more turtles to save. Do something productive. Yeah, these cumulus look soft. They don't look like the type of cumulus to turn into an explosive supercell.
I guess that's not too shocking.
Tinker, yes, this is in fact me.
Down by Enid. What are you talking about?
Make sure you wash your hands ASAP. That'll give you an E. coli infection. I've moved like 60 turtles with my bare hands before. I've never gotten E. coli. I touched that one with paper towels.
Maybe the headset, I guess. Boom.
Oh, moved 30 turtles with my bare hands. I don't got E. coli yet, so I doubt that this will be the. What the hell? Is that a chicken in the road? What the hell was that? Well, it was a chicken or a turkey or what that was.
Everyone spam chicken emotes in the chat. Let's get the chickens and turtles going. I want to see the chicken emotes fly.
Thank you, Rachel, for the $20 super chat. Okay. Strong little couplet north of Stratford now. Been there for a couple scans. Of course, the Texas Panhandle. The moment that storm moves from Colorado into the Texas Panhandle, it might learn how to produce tornadoes again. Thank you, Will, for the super chat. Will, did I get your Cash App donation? Let me triple check. If I didn't say thank you for that, I apologize. Yes, I did get that yesterday. Thank you again, Will. I do appreciate your continued support, Will. We'll get a little bit south of this town. To the next country road and we'll sit. Thank you, Will, for the final dono again. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Brian, for subscribing to Only Fan Storms. Oh, there's my country road. Yeah, I'll turn around.
Country road, take me home to the place. Stick on the chat. I belong. West Virginia, Mountain Mama, take me home, now country road.
All right, this is gonna be our home for until I give up for the day. This is my new home until I give up for the day.
Well, anybody have any eyes on this cumulus?
Yes, it is not agitated. It is, yeah. If you want to see it, it's on my stream.
It looks nuclear. It's about to go bonkers, just like Wellfleet did. Sure. I mean, the anvil is gonna hit it, so we'll see.
I know. We're going back up towards Anthony right now.
Can you all guess where the other photogenic tornado happened today?
Illinois.
Getting warmer.
Okay, sup, dog? They hit the super chat.
Warmer.
Okay. Thank you, Will. Thank you, sup, dog, both of you.
Canada.
Really, really hot. Which province?
What's up there by Detroit?
Starts with an O.
Ottumwa.
Yeah, there we go, Ottumwa. Can't tell if you're being satire or not. I hope you're being satire.
Is it Ontario?
There's like a fully condensed photogenic tornado up there in Ontario.
Really? What up, Will? Sup, dog is lying. Okay. I'm not sure whose final donuts are. I don't even know what's happening here.
There actually is a sliver of Ontario there northeast of Detroit, between some of those lakes. That is a lot of farmland up there. They actually get more tornadoes than a lot of people realize. You just don't ever hear about them because they never do any damage.
There's our cumulus field in front of us, guys.
Yeah, I just pulled up your stream, Connor. That cumulus, that's I mean, it's cumulus, so, yeah.
Say the cumulus are probably about, I don't know, 300 feet tall.
Might be about time to put in the home address.
300 feet tall, not big enough?
When it comes to, cumulus, that's supposed to be initiating, like now? Yeah. Garrett, are you guys gonna head back home tonight, or are you actually gonna try to go out to Illinois?
I don't know. Oh, I don't know. I would say I know what I want to do, but it's not all my decision.
You're the boss, Garrett.
Thank you, Getty, for the super chat.
That is true.
Yeah, I appreciate the memo, brother.
That is true. I do lay the hammer down. Ben knows it.
Garrett's good because he does value he values my opinion. I don't even know what I want to do, so
As of right now, we can make it back home by midnight.
Pro's talking about going home.
Well, that's not bad. That's not too terrible, I guess. Midnight. I guess you have to see, that. I don't know what we'll do, honestly. I feel going back up to Omaha tonight or station somewhere just short. It just depends.
I really think if southeast Kansas had recovered that line of storms by Wichita right now, it would be dangerous.
100%. That's kind of what I think originally yesterday models were hinting at.
Yeah, well, we have officially on the newest ARRR lost all signal for any pre-sloppish convection out ahead of this line that will develop later up in central Kansas. We have lost all discrete signal for the Oklahoma-Kansas border.
On to the next one. At least the tornado that we didn't see wasn't overly long lasting.
Can't believe how delusional storm that is right now, thinking something's still gonna fire. Makes me angry. But storm that definitely does not look near as good for tomorrow now.
It's true. Yeah, I still do not know how much I can trust StormNet in its kind of hourly phase when it gets in 36 hours. I think it's a very, very good tool. 3+ days out though, but I'm still trying to figure out how good it is short range.
I tend to agree. I do not think. I think especially inside of 24 hours, when it tries to get more specific, I don't think it's really there yet. I think anywhere from honestly anywhere from like 24 hours out to 8 days out, it's incredibly useful. But I think the hourly by hourly and even the like 10-minute by 10-minute probabilities when you actually get a storm, I'm not particularly convinced that those are able to hold much weight yet.
I 100% agree, but yes, 2 or even 1 to 2 days and on now, it is much better than the SPC, and it is also better than your models because it's picked up on several setups that Global's really botched. So it's a great tool.
Also, just heads up, Ben and Garrett, if you guys do end up deciding to head back to Omaha tonight, I highly advise taking the 81 route up to 80 East because you will encounter substantially less deer and it's about the exact same ETA.
Substantially less what?
That's Salina up to Concordia, right?
Substantially less deer, and yes, Ben.
Still a lot of deer will be encountered. Hopefully not intercepted.
Yeah, well, northeast Kansas into southeast Nebraska this time of the year is an absolute nightmare when it comes to deer.
What place isn't a nightmare when it comes to deer at this point?
Yeah, Kansas, in my opinion, is the worst state for deer. The only spot that I've seen more deer is Freddie. That one time that we were down by the Mexico border, I had never seen
Well, chat,
so many deer down there. I was scared.
It's cooked. It's cooked. I'm going to start driving north.
Yeah, that was insane. They need to introduce a predator down there.
It's over. Oh, it's done.
Just release the lion.
Time to release Scare Bear.
Do you think you're going to still try to make it up there, Connor, or are you staying in Salina?
I don't know. I'll have to start, but that thing is, I don't really feel. I'd rather pay $120 and sleep in a hotel than have to pay $5,000 for an entire new front end of my vehicle when I hit another freaking deer.
Yeah, it's you've had some bad luck. I knew of hitting a deer. Oh, stop!
Garrett did not like that.
I've one before, but I've never actually hit one before.
Well, the good thing is at least you have a one of those push cards in front of your car.
It's over, chat.
It's not a full
We're ending the stream.
ass, but
We're ending the stream.
yeah, so if we hit it in the right spot,
I'm done.
try to angle the car into the deer.
I'm done.
Save the car.
It's chalked. Chalk, 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 chalked.
Full person back.
We tried. That's all that matters. We tried.
Well, yeah. I always hate when you hit a deer and it's like half injured and then it like limps off into the forest. I've seen people do that before and I feel so
We tried.
bad, like that poor thing is gonna
So,
die of
that's
pain.
all she wrote. We will not be live tomorrow. We will be live
Dude hitting the deer.
on Friday. So, we'll be live on Saturday, excuse me. We'll be live on Saturday. Let's find somebody to raid who actually did a good job storm chasing today.
But I would say
Let's find somebody to raid who actually did a good job.
deer experiences have been in June and July driving through Kansas and
Let's see here.
God, I was gonna say, I figured a deer would be most active.
We got
I mean, that way, they
Mezzo Hunter,
they made from the fall.
Edgar McMillan. We'll raid Jacob.
I think they did.
We'll raid Jacob. We all love Jacob McMillan.
They can move around at all times.
So guys, go watch Jacob McMillan tonight.
Down in the daylight.
We love Jacob McMillan. He's done a good job today. He's on the right storm. So
That's what it's like hunting out in Arizona. They're not out there, not busy in the day.
that's all she wrote for me, chat.
In the evening.
Goodbye, everybody.
They go for the water, do all that, but they don't. I've hardly seen one out there at dark, but yeah, I think they'd be
Wait.
more active and cold.
I should hold on. Let's see if it's so early. I forgot to even see if Brady's going live. Whoops. Sorry,
I
Brady.
mean, I know they're still out during the winter time, but
Forgot to even check if you were going live. My bad, dude. Hold on, chat. Let me see if Brady has a stream scheduled. Okay, let me call him real quick. Oh, hey, are you doing a stream? Okay. Alright, well, I'm... Oh. Alright, yep, sounds good to me. Just was checking, because I'm ending. Tomorrow, no chase. Saturday, chase. So, cool. I don't think so. Really? Colville has some rough places? Oh no. Oh no. That's a problem. That's a problem.